Hi guys, it's Jay from Ayaba's Wynd. I'm back again to do your reading for October 2019 for all of my Aries collective. Keep in mind this is a general reading, all right, and this will resonate with some people, maybe with everyone, or maybe with no one, okay? So just keep that in mind. You take what you need and you leave the rest, all right? If you haven't seen my previous videos, I am a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition. So I read from the Aries Tarot cards and I interpret via a very Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective on the cards, okay? And then what I'll do midway through the video is I give advice through Sacred Odu, which in my tradition it's sacred doctrine that governs our day-to-day life and that helps us to fulfill our destiny in the most positive way possible. So I'm going to start off with a quick prayer. If anything resonates with you, please, by all means, like the video, share the video, and also subscribe so that you can get alerts for upcoming videos. And you can also take a look back at previous months so you can see kind of the running storyline that Spirit has, whatever messages that Spirit has for you. Okay, I'm channeling the information. I'm giving you what Spirit is giving me. All right, I'm going to say a quick prayer, pull your cards, and we'll get started. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Aries collective fire sign, whose birthdays range from March 21st to April 20th. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Aries collective fire sign, whose birthdays range from March 21st to April 20th. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Aries collective fire sign, whose birthdays range from March 21st to April 20th. I come before you here today as your vessel to channel your energy, to channel your information. I pray that the information that you give to all of your Aries children flows accurately and abundantly. I pray that this information will help to guide them to make the right decisions, to make the right new moves, to fulfill their dreams and accomplish their goals. I pray that you will be ever so present in guiding them, to helping them to fulfill their destiny in the most positive way possible. We honor your energy here tonight, and we pray that you continue to open all the doors and all the paths to your Aries children, success, happiness, and well-being. Modukwe. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me set up the cards here. Okay, so let's get started. The first card that came up was the Seven of Fire. The Seven of Fire is actually the Seven of Wands in traditional tarot. And so the Seven of Wands talks about blocking, it talks about defending yourself, defending what you believe in, okay? It also talks about fighting fire with fire, okay? So, like, whatever weapons people have launched against you, that you can come with the same amount of intensity, okay? Here in the Aries Tarot, it shows this man who's fighting a dragon. All right, so this man has a shield and the dragon is shooting fire. Okay, so this can mean that you definitely have some kind of enemy or competitor. And you are, it's a lot, it's taking a lot out of you. This is fire, so this is wands, so this is definitely action taking place. um, it shows that you haven't given up the battle. This energy could have happened in the past for you, is currently happening, or will happen for the month of October 2019. Okay, just keep in mind that these energies can prevail for several days, several weeks, or several months, depending on how spiritually evolved you are. All right, and so Spirit is saying that you are up for a battle. That you do have enemies that are lurking. However, this came reversed. So in the reverse, this could mean that, this battle that you're going through is subsiding, that you can put down your defenses. You can, kind of take a break. You don't have to be so defensive. You don't have to block. You don't have to assert or exert yourself anymore because these energies around you are subsiding. Okay. So that's a possibility. The next energy that came reverse is Ogun. Okay. And so my tradition, the aspects of God that we can connect with on this earth, they're the Orishas. Okay. And so Ogun is the male aspect of God. It's a warrior aspect of God. Ogun owns work. Ogun owns surgical instruments. Ogun owns cars, automobiles, trains, steel, metals. Ogun owns war. Ogun owns the number 3. Ogun's colors are green and black. Okay. And so Ogun he's a worker. Okay. He works nonstop. Okay. Ogun is coming reverse. So Ogun is saying that he's coming here. He's coming here to protect you and defend you against your enemies, both seen and unseen. Okay. But Ogun came reverse. So Ogun is saying that something still is not right. Something is a little bit off. So we got to find out what Ogun wants. It could simply be that Ogun wants acknowledgement, but Ogun's energy is definitely strong with you. Ogun, usually children of Ogun or people that walk in this world with Ogun type of energies, they're very um, insistent about being on time. They're hard workers. A lot of children of Ogun, people of Ogun that I know have dogs. So there's just an affinity with dogs. Um, they're really blessed, okay? But sometimes they work so much that they work themselves to the bone, okay? And so basically Ogun could be saying, like, you need to chill out, take it easy. The blessings are coming, okay? We're going to see what other things Ogun wants to mention to you or talk about. But he came reversed. So Ogun is saying that something is still a little off, all right? So just keep in mind. The next energy that came up is the Two of Water. And so in traditional tarot, that's the Two of Cups. And so the Two of Cups talks about union. It talks about marriage, relationships, love. It could also potentially talk about a soulmate, a twin flame, however you want to take that, okay? And that you have these two seahorses here. They are belly to belly. They're in love with one another. So it could be that spirit is saying that, you know, the love and the passion is there, that you have love coming, that your soulmate is coming if they're not already here, just to keep, you know, be patient. Um, that your spirit guides and protections are saying that love is on its way, okay? That love is here. So you have the Two of Cups. It could also potentially mean that you have to choose between two people. But it really, this is showing, you know, love. That love could be blossoming, could be beginning for you. So just to hold tight. The next card that came up is next Orisha called Oshala or Obatala. And so Oshala Obatala is another male aspect of God. That deals with the head, everything in the head, everything that is intellectual, cerebral, anything that deals with your mind state, okay? Obatala is the father of everyone in the world. He is the father of all the Orishas. Obatala is wise. He has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Obatala owns white, the color white, the white cloth, and anything that's white. Obatala came reversed. So Obatala is saying that, you know, he wants you to get your head right. He wants you to have the clarity. He wants you to stay focused on the things that you need to focus on. Obatala is saying that you could benefit from wearing a lot more white. Your blessings could come in more. You could see more clarity. You could also take some white baths, which are listed on my discussion section of my channel. Obatala is also saying keep an eye out for any white doves or white birds because they also represent his energy, okay? Obatala is standing up to fight for you, but also Obatala is saying because he came reversed, that things are not right. Obatala represents peace and harmony and blessings, okay? And so it could be that there's not a lot of peace and harmony right now. It could be a little chaotic, but Obatala will help to bring that peace and that tranquility to you through you tapping into his energy, through prayer, through meditation, through wearing a lot of white, and just tapping into your divinity, your um, God energy. Okay. You had the Four of Fire, and so in traditional tarot, it's the Four of Wands. So this is awesome. You have the Two of Cups. And now you have the Four of Wands. So it could be announcing that there's a marriage, there's an engagement. You could be, you know, experiencing love and fulfillment and blessings right now. There could be blessings in love and romance and relationships coming your way, okay? These, in Orisha Tarot, there's four holy men dressed in white. They're carrying riches and wealth, okay? This is occurring at night during a full moon. So just keep in mind that during the full moon cycle, which starts, I think, around October 13 and lasts for several days, that you could see these blessings manifest. You could see the love and the romance and the passion, desire increasing in energy, increasing in intensity. Okay, so spirit is telling you like your love and romance area is going to be beautiful, that the heavens are going to bless you, okay? But there's just certain things that you got to like kind of clean up and clear out so you can get ready to receive all the blessings that spirit, that the divine wants to bring to you, okay? And just keep in mind, like I said again, during your full moon cycle, the full moon cycle lasts about several days, but the energies can be felt way before it and after it, okay? So this energy can predominate. So this is definitely the Four of Wands. It talks about a firm foundation, union, marriage, just family and blessings, okay? So I'm excited for you. So it's showing your relationship sector is looking really good. If it hasn't already happened, it could be about to happen, okay? The next card that came up is your guardian angel. So your guardian angel is definitely present. The spirits are making themselves be known here. You had two other Orishas show up. You had an Orisha of war and defense, a warrior standing up for you. And then you have Obatala that deals with your head, okay? And calm and peace and tranquility in your life. So you have your guardian angel. Your guardian angel, this card is somewhat the equivalent of temperance in the traditional tarot. The guardian angel you see is filling your cup, okay? The filling the vessel, the clay vessel, okay? So the guardian angel is saying that, I'm here for you. I will give you whatever it is you need. If you're missing it, if you're lacking it from a relationship, from anything, any lack in your life, I will be here to fill it. You can give me your troubles, your problems, your worries, and I will help you through it. Spirit is here. Very now. When I get this card, when I get the Orisha cards, it's a very strong um, confirmation that spirit is here watching you and they're standing up for you, okay? But this card came reversed. So your guardian angel is basically telling you that you really need to do more prayer work. You really need to tap into spirit. You may not be going to church. You may not be a part of any spiritual or religious affiliation. You don't have to be. Your temple is at home. Your temple's wherever you are. Okay. And so if you can pull up a quiet space, light a candle, put a glass of water, get dressed in white, turn your phone off for about 30 minutes to an hour and meditate. I have the meditations under my featured playlist. My playlist, you can tap into Sanskrit mantras, and then also under the there's a featured channel that I have, Jason Gallant. Tap into the mantras that you need to manifest wealth, to manifest health, to protect you from negative energies, to bring forth love and romance and passion, desire, intimacy in your life. I mean, there's so many mantras that you can chant 108 times in the morning, 108 at night to really see the full effects. And so guardian angel is here and they want you to start tapping into that energy. And the last card that came up is the Six of Water. So the Six of Water is actually the Six of Cups, but it came reversed. So the Six of Cups in the upright position talks about someone from the past coming back in, romantically speaking. It also talks about childhood memories, things of the past, you reminiscing, okay? But this came reversed. So it could be that there's not a soulmate coming back. There's not an ex coming back, rather. I shouldn't say a soulmate. There's not an ex coming back. There could be a new person entering into your life. And also, yet again, the full moon is here. It's at night. So that's just to keep your eyes open that the full moon is very, very potent for you during the month of October. Several days. You should try and do some full moon rituals. Tap into that full moon energy. Charge up your crystals under the full moon. Um, Even drinking water, you can put it in a container and set it in the full moon to absorb those energies. But the full moon is really prominent. You do have the ocean here. So you could benefit from taking a Yemaya bath. Yemaya is the other Orisha. It's a feminine aspect of God. Yemaya is the mother of all the people on the planet. Yemaya is the mother of all the Orishas. Yemaya is the owner of all the oceans in the world. Okay, Yemaya is responsible for fertility, for wealth and prosperity, for families, for abundance. Okay, and so Yemaya is speaking here. You may also want to be careful during this time to not eat a lot of fish or a lot of seafood because Yemaya owns all the fish and the seafood of the sea. And so because Yemaya is standing up, her energies are prominent here and she's standing up trying to protect you and guide you, just out of showing respect for her, you may want to refrain from eating a lot of seafood, especially fish, okay? Also, too, if you're at the beach, be careful of going in the water. These waters are rough, so it could be potentially that you could be swept away by Yemaya's waters, okay? So definitely if you're going to go on vacation, you're going to the beach, don't go in too deep. I wouldn't even go in past my knees, all right, really, because these waters are rough. It's showing that the energy is turbulent. Um, I don't know, you could have problems sleeping or you could be having nightmares. These waters also show that there could have been some rough times, but because this card came reverse, these rough times could be settling down. But just to be mindful of these energies. But the full moon is definitely gonna, excuse me, also have an impact on your emotions. Okay, so keep in mind that you could be very emotional during the time of October 13th to October 20th. Okay, um, and a little bit before the full moon and a little bit after. So your emotions could be running high. So keep in mind about that. You did have a lot of water in your card. You had water in your cards 3 times. To balance out your emotions, you can definitely do a Yamaya bath with molasses and water. You can take that to help to settle you. Do the Obatala white bath that I have listed in the discussion section, just to help keep you emotionally balanced and stable during this time. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull some advice cards for you from my sacred Odu. And so, like I said, the Odu governs the way we live, our day-to-day living, but also helps us to fulfill our destiny in the most positive way possible, okay? Odu is a feminine energy that is basically the womb. It's the birth of wisdom and knowledge, okay? That's held in Odu's womb, okay? So this is very ancient advice and information that has been passed down through the generations after generations. So spirit is going to be speaking through these Odu. So you may want to get a pencil and pen to write with because the information is going to flow abundantly. So I'm going to pull some cards and then we'll get started. Okay, that didn't waste any time. All right. So here we go. So the first message that spirit has for you is that one man's meat is another man's poison. Okay, so at this point in time, you definitely want to watch going to thrift stores, secondhand shops, picking up items that are already used. You got to definitely be careful with that because there are spiritual imprints on these items, depending on how used they were by the people that own them. If people were deceased, a lot of times people who, especially if they're older, if someone passes away, their family members do the clean out of the house. They discard items, they donate things, they give things to thrift shops. And so it could be, it could have been one person's blessings, but once you inherit it, it could be drama. And actually, in fact, a friend told me about this woman who she started having all of these spiritual occurrences happening in her house, and it was because she had gotten a secondhand item, some furniture item that had a spiritual imprint from someone who passed away, and all of these spiritual occurrences were happening in her house. It was drama. Spirit is saying don't keep garbage in your house because it can pull negative energy, all right? Also, to check your head and your brain. If you're having headaches or blurred vision, definitely go to the doctor to get your head and brain checked. Obatala showed up. So, Obatala, like I said, owns all heads. Obatala shaped and made all of the heads in this world. All right. Obatala was the one who did this. So, Obatala is announcing to check your head and brain. Um, your tongue can be your trouble. Your tongue can betray you. So you got to watch what you say. Okay. Your tongue can create things through your ache, your power, your ability to manifest, or it can destroy things. But your tongue can betray you. So watch your tongue. Spirit is saying you have trouble sleeping, and I mentioned this. Okay, I mentioned it in this card. It's just Spirit was telling me like you could have problems sleeping. Like there's a little bit of unrest. Something is going on. Okay, I don't know if there's anxiety, negative energies. Is I don't really see much about any kind of brujeria or witchcraft, or black magic being worked. That like the cards are not saying this. Um, it could be that there's a spirit somewhere that you picked up. I don't know where the spirit came from. It could have hitchhiked home with you when you were coming in one night. You could have gone to a place, a cemetery, a funeral home. You could have walked by a place where someone passed away. There could be a spirit that's causing unrest in your house, okay? We'll get into that more in a few. Spirit is saying that you may have had a spouse that left you, or you may have a spouse that is going to leave you. So just keep and bear that in mind here. That may not pertain to everyone, just a small set of you. Um, Also, Spirit is saying that there may be a sick child somewhere. So if you have children, just make sure you pay close attention to your children's needs, wants, complaints, okay? And don't take it lightly. If a child complains, take them to the doctor because Spirit is saying there could be a sick child. Clean your house spiritually ASAP, okay? Clutter pulls negative spirits, low vibration energies, dark spirits. Clean the clutter from out of your closets, under your beds. Get rid of the garbage. Get rid of the clutter in the corners. Dark spirits like to hide in all of this chaos. When you have clutter and a mess, it is chaotic. Um, we call it araye in my tradition. Okay, it's chaos, it's confusion, and you having your house in shambles can also be a reflection of what's happening in your mind. And maybe that's why Obatala showed up in reverse. Okay, so Obatala talks about your mind state, and sometimes your mind state can be reflected in your physical environment. Okay, so if your physical environment is a hot mess, that could be what's going on in your head. Okay. So you certainly don't need to be drinking or drugging, smoking, weed, none of that during this time because Spirit is saying that you got to get everything together. Okay. Spirit is saying you got to be careful at night. You did have a couple of night cards come up. So you got to be careful at night. There are energies that roam at night that are not so good. Okay. They look to take people with them. All right. They can hitchhike home with you and create chaos in your relationships, in your health, your home environment. Um, they can create spiritual disturbances in your house. Spirit is saying you need to be cautious at work. Maybe this is why this card came up, and this is why Ogun came up, because I told you Ogun owns work. He owns all the jobs in the world. Okay. When you want a job, you ask Ogun for help. Ogun is responsible for work. He owns work. He owns jobs. Okay. So Ogun is saying that you need to watch it at work. I don't know if you have some enemies. Someone is trying to sabotage you, possibly at work. But Ogun is announcing possible job loss. So keep your eyes open if you haven't already lost your job. Do not lend your clothes out. Um, by lending your clothes out, you can pick up people's spiritual energies. They may not do any work or brujeria or witchcraft on them, but people have spirit. They leave their spiritual imprint on the clothing. And like I said in previous videos, you can wash the clothes 1,000 times and bleach, soap. It doesn't matter. The spiritual essence, the imprint is in the clothing. So your friend could be a hot mess emotionally, spiritually, in all ways. you let her borrow your clothes, you let him borrow your clothes, then you take it back and you wear it, and then you start feeling depressed, angry, because you've inherited now your friend's chaos. Okay. Spirit is saying that there's night lights needed around your house due to a possible spirit in your house. So, if you're having problems sleeping at night, if you're having nightmares, you're tossing and turning, there's spiritual disturbances in your house. Spirit is announcing that there could be some spirit. Now, I don't know if this spirit is an ancestor of yours. I don't know if the spirit comes along with the property that you live in. That all requires a spiritual investigation by a babalao, a santero, someone, a shaman, curandero, someone that specializes in that. Okay. Um, Spirit is announcing that someone may be pregnant. Okay. You did have the Two of Cups. You had water. But you also have the Six of Cups, which is also water. But not even about the meaning of the card, but what's represented is Yemaya. And Yemaya, like I said, talks about pregnancy and fertility. Okay. And so there's someone that could be pregnant. So just keep in mind, just be watchful of that. Spirit is also saying, like, is there a mother that died? You could have a mother that may be sick, a mother that has passed away. Just keep connected with that mother, okay? If your mother did die, you may want to light a candle for her, put a glass of water, call her first and last name, her full name 3 times, and say prayers for her spirit's upliftment, evolution, and progress in the spiritual plane, okay? Because she's definitely speaking here if your mother is deceased and crossed over. If there is an operation, Ogun, wow, can't make this up. Ogun came reverse. Ogun owns surgical instruments. He owns operations. Ogun came reverse. So if there is an operation that a doctor says you need, Spirit is saying you should get a second and third opinion before you undergo that operation. You may not need it. The other thing is, Spirit is saying that you need to do a whole bunch of prayers and cleanings before you undergo that operation to make sure that operation goes smoothly and just right. And you can say some prayers to Ogun. I'll attach in the link for Ogun's energies, but you can also go to my Ogun playlist to tap into his energies. But Ogun is saying this operation here, you need to be careful with this operation. Um, Take heed. Don't get involved in other people's problems. Spirit is saying don't meddle in anyone else's problems. Tend to your own garden, okay? That's what you need to handle. Money may be coming. So just keep in mind, money may be coming. And it showed these men the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands. But these men, according to Orisha Tarot, they're carrying riches and blessings, okay? So you have blessings and riches and wealth and prosperity on the way. And this is what Spirit is announcing. Like I said, the full moon figures prominently. Odu is also saying, in humility lies greatness. So it pays to be humble. You may have lots of blessings come in, but be humble around this time so you don't lose your blessings. You do have a lot of enemies, and this is why this came up. You do have enemies, okay? And Spirit is saying that you could potentially see your enemies in your dreams, all right? And if you don't know who these enemies are, ask Spirit to show you your enemies in your dreams. And because these enemies are here, it could be why Ogun, the warrior who fights battles for you, Obatala, who also can fight battles for you, and your guardian angel has showed up to let you know, like, you have enemies. These enemies could be trying to defame you, slander you, gossip about you, spread nasty rumors about you. Okay? Be careful. These problems sleeping could be as a result of this brujeria, this witchcraft that has been thrown. People may not have necessarily stood over a pot to do any work over you. Their brujeria or witchcraft could be through speaking negatively about you, okay? creating a negative scenario around you and about you. And this could be causing you problems sleeping. And that's where I got these whole waters being turbulent, okay? Anything that you do with your hands will help you and bring blessings, okay? But always remember, in humility lies greatness. So it pays to be humble. Don't go bragging because you could lose your blessings. Spirit is saying, do not let things of value cheapen. So value your loved ones, okay? Because that will bring the love and the blessings, and that will bring all of these cards that are in reverse back to the upright position. For women, just be careful of men who are very flashy and showy, who like to party and hang out. They tend to have a lot of women, so be careful. Listen to your elders. Any elder person that speaks, you may not want to listen to them. You may be in a rush, but there are pearls of wisdom, especially for the month of October. So just be mindful of that. Also, Spirit is saying, do not do errands. Don't run errands alone because there's potential for you to get raped, especially at night. Be careful of being out at night. Be careful of being on dark roads. Be careful of going out at 12 midnight because these energies, there's an energy called Iku, which is a spirit that roams this earth, that roams this planet, looking to take souls, okay? They can take you out. And so you got to be very careful at night. The energies, you feel it. You can get goosebumps. You feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be walking down the street. Let me get home very quickly. You feel the energy, okay? So Spirit is saying, watch being out at 12 noon and 12 midnight. The 12 noon energy, the energies are peaking as well. So try and, duck into a building, get into your car until it strikes 5 minutes after noon or 5 minutes after midnight, okay? Organize yourself with a clock or calendar. Use like Google Calendar and start organizing yourself to get through any chaotic moments. Because remember, Obatala came reverse. And Obatala saying your head, you got to improve your mind state, your mental state, okay? And improving your mental state starts with cleaning your house, organizing, or also organizing your life through using the calendar. Watch sick people coming to your house, okay? Because sick people can leave behind negative energies, all right? Um, sickness is caused by, yes, bacteria and viruses and things of that nature. However, sickness can also be caused by spirits, by negative spirits. People get worked by spirits, right? But also just negative spirits that they've picked up along the way, all right? And so these people who have gotten sick because of these spirits they picked up and they can't clean off of them, they haven't done any spiritual work to get rid of them. Now, when these people come to your house, they're sick. They bring that sick spirit with them. Then that sick spirit stays and wreaks havoc in your life and causes sickness in your life. Okay, so Spirit is saying watch for sick people in your house. Be careful of talking around your children if you have children, because they will take the information you talk about, twist it, for whatever reason, and then there could be drama around it. Before you do work for anyone, people got to pay you before you do work. You got to be careful of being taken advantage of. And Spirit is warning of that. So just, if you do work for someone, get paid first before you commit to it. If you're a woman, again, watch falling for men who are like in the street or who are flashy, who like to go to clubs, who party a lot, who they're very handsome, they like to dress, they are attractive, they're showstoppers. But Spirit is saying that if you're messing or dealing with one of these types of men, they can get you pregnant and they may leave you. That's the issue. They can leave you. That is the issue. You may be so in love with the hype of them, but Spirit is warning you. You can get pregnant by them and they can leave you. And fertility was mentioned. Definitely fertility was mentioned, okay? Because Yamaya's energy is here, even though her card didn't come up. And then water was here again, okay? And then water again, all right? So fertility is here. The card did come reverse. So If you are pregnant, it could mean that you could have had an abortion. You could be thinking about getting an abortion, or you could have had a miscarriage, or be careful of a miscarriage. So just be very, very careful during this time of October. Traveling too much can make you ill. Okay, if you're traveling from country to country, city to city, state to state, be very careful, because in those hotel rooms, in the places you stay, people leave their spiritual imprint. There's lots of spirits in and out. You know, they can hitchhike home with you, and it can be drama. Or you can just get sick. Just sick from the change of temperature, the change of environment. Like, it's too much. You got to get your house together. Okay, and try. Happiness is found in the home. And maybe that's why you got the Two of Cups. Happiness is found in the home. Get your house together. Um, and not only getting your house, your physical space together, but get your relationships together. Because it could be that your relationships are not as solid as they could be. And your relationships could be home, represent home. Don't let anything out again. And hot-headedness means problems, okay? So that's why also Obatala came again, because Obatala wants all of his children, especially the Aries children, during the month of October, to keep a cool head. So it would serve you to wear white hats, to keep your head wrapped in white. You can do a white bath over your head and over your body to keep you cooled down spiritually. Also, you can put coconut water on your head to keep you cool, okay? Spirit is saying that there's someone who visits your house, who is going to visit your house, that goes by some kind of unique nickname that could be dangerous. So keep your eyes open for that. Someone who visits your house with a unique nickname can be dangerous, okay? They could be dangerous in that they may have a criminal record and you don't know about it. They could be dangerous in that they have done some people wrong. People are after them. People follow them to your house, and then they break into your house. They rob everyone. Worst case scenario, they could kill everyone. This person is dangerous for whatever reason. This person can walk with a lot of dark energy, um, low vibration spirits, low energy spirits, and leave these spirits in your house and cause utter chaos and bring osobo and bad luck to your house and into your life. So be very careful. However, Spirit is saying that luck is coming to you. Luck is coming, and you would benefit from doing an herb bath. So you can you can get some fresh parsley and fresh mint from the supermarket. Get a bowl full of water, cool water, and start ripping the leaves in the water to release their ache, their life force, their spiritual energy, their magic into the water. And you'll know this is happening because the water is turning green and you're ripping and shredding and you're saying prayers for blessings, for luck and goodness and wealth and love, wealth and finance, good luck and blessings. Once you do that, strain the leaves out, take that bath after you physically bathe, dump it over your head all the way down your body, air dry, dress in white, say your prayers and your mantras, and tap into that energy. Because if you do that, like I said, the wealth is coming to you. These holy men, these holy people want to bring wealth, and wearing white is very important in order to tap into that wealth. Okay. The next thing is if you are a man, if you have a lot of women that you are seeing, Spirit is saying, leave those women alone. And if you have children, focus your energy on your children. Okay? Spirit is warning you to leave those women alone and focus on your children. Your children are priority now. If you're dealing with all of these women, the women can bring problems and issues, like mentioned, pregnancy, drama, fighting, women being so upset with you that they want to throw dark magic on you, work you. Leave them alone. Spirit is warning you. Okay? These have been your This has been your blessing here. Yeah, just be mindful. Watch your tongue, because your tongue could get you in trouble. Watch being at work. Watch your enemies, because you do have enemies here. Okay. But there's also spiritual, you definitely have to do a spiritual cleaning in your house. Burn sage, frankincense, and myrrh. You need a spiritual cleaning in your house for sure. You need to clean spiritually, because there could potentially be a spirit that is creating disturbances. Okay. If you have any questions, you can definitely email me at Ayabas Wynd, WYND 999 at gmail.com. I hope this has been helpful to you. I will see you in a few weeks for your November 2019 reading. Continue to work, to pray, to meditate, tap into your spiritual self, dress in white. Look at the mantras that I have under my playlist and featured channel, and also read some of the entries that I've entered into the discussion section. And I hope all goes well. I'm excited for you. You have love and blessings coming in for you. Turn things around and make things manifest. See you in November.